Well, howdy, 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 nearly senior citizen here. Greetings, boys and girls, and welcome to this. Another brand new day. Another brand new day. There's no way to make it stop. The inexorable march of time. Every day is a new day. Every day chops off another day off of our finite number left to us. I have no ideas how many days I have left. And in fact, I lost my train of thought on this yesterday. I was talking about this. I was going to a psychologist because of my back. I hope I was talking about this yesterday. After I injured my back, they took care of things. For a while I was seeing a psychologist while my wife was, really, really sick. But in the beginning, before we knew what was going to happen and the inevitableness of it. But I talked about how it's unfair that, she was so sick and she only had about 10 years left. And he said, well, take a look at it this way. At least now, she knows. She knows how long she has left. We don't. None of us know. We could get hit by a bus tomorrow. It might be in 30 years. No ideas. At least she knew and could make plans around that. Kind of takes a little bit of uncertainty out of it, doesn't it? So that's one way of looking at it, and it is 6:50 a.m. Saturday, the 7th of October. Countdown to 55 continues, as in it's the 7th, I said? 19 more days, I turned 55. Woo! I like to celebrate my birthday on Halloween, though. Halloween is my favoriteest day of the year. Not because of candy and stuff, the silly celebrations. I like the part of Halloween, All Hallows Eve, the dangerous part. I look upon it as traditionally autumn and that time of year coming up to Thanksgiving is we're using up all the stuff that's perishable, and we're gathering with family and friends because traditionally in human history this time of year, winter, not everybody was going to make it. Everybody that you saw at the gathering table, you weren't going to see all those faces. People were going to starve. Winters were hard. Sometimes entire villages were wiped out from starvation. You gathered to eat up the last of the perishables and to gather and to celebrate because you didn't know if you were going to see those faces again in months. And whoa, sorry about that. Bit of a emotional reaction to that. But, oh man, sorry about that. I'm going to have red eyes for a moment from the tears that burst out. I like to think of this as well, that this is a bleak time for darkness too. Winter is cold and hard for darkness and evil. Everybody's back and tucked into their homes and trying not to die. Evil too, darkness does not have much to feed on. And so when reality is stretched thin and tight, it too has its time of celebration to go forth into the harvest and eat up on the perishables, because winter is hard and not all darkness will survive. And so I like to look at Halloween that way as well. Yes, Halloween is a good time. Go out and see your friends, because not everyone's going to survive the winter. Thumbs up. We forget in modern life just how precarious life was, even just 200 years ago. And that's within almost the lifespans of a vanishing breed of people, our geriatrics and all. I took care of people during my time as a nurse's aide, where they were 100 years old and some by that point. They had traveled to where they lived in covered carts. And that's how they had gotten to where they lived and then grew up. And then here's our lives now. Talk about a change. It's a vanishing time where you go further and further back now, and it's more and more modern. well, the inexorable march of time. Thank you for being here and letting me process. I use my vlogging time for processing. I cannot think and do things properly mentally unless I'm able to talk things out. I've always been a talker my entire life. I've never had as much testosterone in my system as I should have. I've never been a typical guy. I've been a talker. And these days I don't really have anyone to talk to or process with. You you are my recipient, my talk-toer. And while I am intensely self-aware that I am actually just sitting in a room by myself and talking to myself to a camera, I am also aware at the same time I've got a YouTube audience, and thank you very, very much for watching. It is so greatly appreciated. I really don't know how to show my gratitude for this on a daily basis, but I feel so intensely grateful to each and every one of you for watching. I don't know how to express emotions well. I look and act moderately balanced, but my childhood, my parents were not touchy-feely. They were very hands-off, and that's not good for emotional and social growth of children. You need human touch. We evolved needing human touch, and I didn't get a lot of that. And with the physical abuse I got as a child from my grandfather and others, and the sexual abuse I got from neighborhood children and my mother's second husband, my emotional and social growth is horrible. So I need to talk and do things, and I don't have a lot of that right now. Thank you so much for being a part of that, letting me process, letting me bubble sort. Before I started vlogging, I would fall asleep all day. I wouldn't be awake for any more than 3 or 4 hours at a shot. Then I started vlogging and my brain started working again. I did okay before when my wife was alive, because after all, my wife was alive and I got to talk to her. It's since her death I haven't had anybody to really talk to, and with my lack of emotional and social growth, I was so lucky that I got married to my wife. I mean, I had gotten out of rehab and I was starting a new job as the nurse's aide in town, feeling broken and absolutely inhuman coming out of rehab. I felt less than human. I felt like an insect with my self-esteem and such, knowing I was so broken. And I went out in my new job and I started following my wife to be around like a lovesick puppy because I liked her so much. Thank God everyone in there, they thought we were so cute. They actually conspired to get us together because neither of us would make the first move. Everyone at work got together and played matchmaker and got us together. I had never experienced that sort of thing either, so it was really nice. And well, thank you again for being here and letting me process. It is a very good thing. Thank you. I am very emotionally vulnerable these last couple days, and I'm not quite sure why I'm exactly so vulnerable. I don't know of anything that's really different that's going on in my life other than, you know, recovering from the death of my wife, and also maybe that's got something to do with it. But I'm also clinically depressed. I've got bipolar disorder, so I never know what's going on chemically inside of my body. Thumbs up. And I'm still trying to get off of methadone. I'm on 2.5 milligrams of methadone daily, just enough with ropinirole, a Parkinson's medication that also works for restless leg. But it only works for me if I combine it with an opiate. Problem is, I've been on methadone for like over 10 years, and methadone, all opiates, do cardiac damage the longer you're on them, especially the older you are. And so I've gone from like 45 to 55 on a lot of opiates. In fact, for a time, I was on almost 50 milligrams of methadone daily. So I have no idea how much damage I've done to my whole entire cardiac system. One of the reasons I also go out and walk as much as I do, and I need to do it more often. These past couple days, I haven't done a lot of walking, and I need to do that. For a while, I was walking 3 or 4 times daily, like 2 or 3 miles at a shot each time. Now I've gotten to the point that if I do walk, it's only once, twice a day. But when I do walk, it's a long distance, about 3-4 miles at a shot. So thumbs up. And then I'm able to walk. I'm an endurance walker. I'm not a speed walker. I used to be an endurance runner back when I was younger at Air Force times. I couldn't ever break like records for speeds, but if I hit a pace, I could run that pace forever. Now, if I'm on a level surface, I can walk for a long time. I wish I could walk forever. With my back, I can stand up and not, just walk in small places, but if I'm just standing, I can do that for about 20 minutes before I have to sit down for hours. I can sit in a chair like this for 4 or 5 hours before I have to stand up for as long as I possibly can. But walking is a nice break between the two. I can walk for 2-3 hours, sometimes 4 or more at a stretch, because I've walked to Walmart and back, and that's good 3-4 hours, because it's 6 miles round trip. And so I can just walk and walk and walk and walk and walk, but until I hit that pain level. Fibro ain't gonna let me do it forever, but I do as much as I can, because if I don't walk, I'm gonna lose it. That's why I do as much physical activity as I can, even though it hurts like the devil. I refuse to stop talking with my hands, even though my arms and hands hurt. Fibro is the worst on your hands, and my hands always feel like they've been smashed with hammers. Best of times. Yay. I haven't had anything to talk about today, and my sincere apologies. There was actually one thing I wanted to talk about, but I've been badly fibro-fogged, and I'm not sleeping well at all again. I went to bed early because I was so tired, because I keep waking up so early from pain, but I went to bed around 11-ish last night, and by the time I fell asleep, it was past midnight, and I must have woke up probably 3 o'clock from pain. Finally, I got up and out of bed, because when it's bad, I can't lie down anymore. So I was up a little bit after 5. I am so exhausted. Yay, I'm so tired. I'd love to take naps. I'm so sorry that I'm hissing around these things. I forgot to glue them in this morning. And these lower ones here, they fit so loosely now. The problem is, when you take your teeth out, yay, yeah, dentures, goody. When you get your teeth yanked out, of course, your tissue that's left doesn't just stay there. Because it's not being used for anything anymore, your body resorbs all the tissue. And so they form-fitted these things to fit my mouth like a month and some ago. But during that month and some ago, enough tissue's been resorbed that they don't fit well. So if I don't glue them in, they're flopping all around, and even smashing them down only lasts for like a half second before they pop back up and off. Yay! I had very, very poor genetic heritage for my teeth. My mother, she lost her teeth in her early 20s. Had to have dentures. My genetic father, I don't know why, he lost his teeth in his mid-20s and had dentures. Yay! So knowing this, I did my best to keep my teeth. I brushed, I flossed. By the time I was almost 40, my front teeth were almost completely smashed up and gone, and I had to have them replaced with composite. And then the rest of them were getting worn away badly. That was one of the worst parts, not so much that they were getting worn away by everything else, which they were, but just the act of using them had ground them down so badly that they had to be taken out. Yay! Because that was one of the main reasons I lost my front teeth, was with my lower jaw kept moving forward. So your teeth are supposed to slide like this. And over time, with my jaw moving forward, my teeth went slide, 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 bang, 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 bang. Until they went paper thin and then smashed. I had them replaced with composite until the composite broke away. And then by that time, just from they were smashed and broken and exposed, and so I could have brushed them 24 hours a day, and the act of brushing would have worn them away because all the enamel was gone. Oh, shucks. It's 15 minutes and change. I'm opening up 24 hours worth of comments on my community tab on my channel, because I'm going to thank 20 to 25 people for having left me comments. Now, I'm not reading the comments right now. I'm going to read the comments, thumbs up every one that I read, answer as many as I can. But I'm going back 24 hours. And again, it's the content of the comment doesn't matter. Whether it's a good comment, a bad comment, or an indifferent comment, it does not matter. The fact that you left me a comment is a good thing. You get me out of my head, into the world, dealing with real people. Thank you very much. If I mispronounce your name, no disrespect is intended. I'm terrible at names. And if you'd like to have a shout out, just ask for one. And if I can get to it and remember it, I'll give it to you. So Alex Wilkinson, thank you very, very much. And Irvin Christopher, thank you. Luke Broadbent, greatly appreciated. Beef Testosterone, thank you very, very much. Mateus Vulture, thank you. And Brad's Gaming, thank you very much. Chrono, thank you very much. Nabegool, thank you, greatly appreciated. Julius Geraldo, thank you, greatly appreciated. The Report of the Week, thank you very, very much. Thumbs up. Go check out the Report of the Week. Please do. Great guy. Awesome stuff. Cycron420, thank you very much. And Stealth Metal, thank you, greatly appreciated. Carrie, thank you. Ethan Arredondo, thank you very, very much. Wicked Gaming, greatly appreciated. Gray with an E, thank you very much. Jam, thank you. And then there is Christopher Tate, thank you very, very much. Futile Existence, by gum and by golly. And then there is Kepalu Kepi again. I hope I'm close. Thank you very, very much. Audio Baby, thank you. Greatly appreciated. Nima N, thank you. And Sean Simmons 88, thank you very, very much. Gurren Logan, I can't even remember where I am. Hopefully I'm close. Thank you. And then there is Alden. Thank you very, very much. Greatly appreciated, each and every one of you. Thank you so very, very much. If you can check out my links down below, that would be awesome. I've got like Twitter, Facebook, Google+, GoFundMe, Patreon.com, and my blog. Thumbs up. If you could check those out, that would be awesome. My thanks to everybody who has donated to my GoFundMe campaign, and my thanks to every single one of my Patreon.com patrons. It is because of you I have been able to eat food and stay in this home. Thank you so very, very much. If you could donate to my GoFundMe campaign, that would be very awesome. Unfortunately, I'm still needing the cash. But if you cannot donate or you do not donate, I take all good wishes, deposit them in the bank of my heart where I draw interest, so thank you very much. If you could toss me a like, that would be awesome. I do appreciate all the positive validation I get from my existence, and if you could subscribe to the channel, that would be cool. But I do understand my personality has rubbed people wrong my entire life, and I'm currently having a war with the YouTube algorithm because my personality seems to be the issue with it. I don't know. But if you don't like the videos, I do understand. If you don't want to subscribe, I do understand. But if you are down with it, I'll do my best to keep you entertained from now until, well, the literal end of my time. After all, for me, the universe ends when I die, and since I turned 55 this month, I've only got like 19 summers left. The average lifespan of an American man with money is 74 years. Who's got money for health care? I'm broke after I pay my rent. I don't have money. But Thank you so much for watching. It is greatly appreciated. Thumbs up and thank you so much. I've got a reaction video coming up. I've got a game video coming up. If I can stay awake, hopefully another video for my game channel. Link down below. So thumbs up. Thank you all so much for watching. You take care. Have a great day. I will see you on the flip side, and that, my friend, is a very good thing. Thumbs up.